Well, hello everyone. Welcome to this special weekend edition of Morning Coffee. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. So, as many of you know, or I guess as all of you know at this point, Morning Coffee has in fact moved over to Patreon. Yes, patreon.com/divine conversations. Check the link in the description box below if you'd like to get in on that. We have a really great time over on Patreon, and it's been great this week. This has this been the first official week? I believe it has been. The first official full week of Morning Coffee being on Patreon. So because of that, some of you may be asking, well, what are you doing here on YouTube, Eric? Well, today, first of all, keep in mind that this is a timeless reading, okay? So take it as it resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate now, it might resonate later. But today is January 8th. And today is the 3-year anniversary of the first video that I posted, the first reading that I posted here on YouTube. So this is officially Divine Conversations 3-year birthday. Yeah. Shout out to Annette because I totally would have forgot if you hadn't posted that comment saying happy anniversary. I was like, happy anniversary? What anniversary? What's going on? And then I looked at the date. I was like, holy shit, it's January 8th. So yeah. So because this is the 3-year anniversary of being here on YouTube, I decided to put a collective daily morning coffee reading out there for everyone. Yes? So this is going to be a full reading. I'm not splitting anything up. I'm not breadcrumbing anybody. This is going to be a full thing, okay? So, and please excuse me, true to form, as soon as I start channeling here, or as soon as I officially start getting ready to do this reading here on YouTube, my allergies start acting up, which I find very, very interesting because I've been fine all week over on Patreon. That kind of tells you something, but we're not going to get into that. So please excuse the sniffles. I might have to pause to handle whatever, but I'm not stopping. You're not going to stop me from channeling this message. So whatever is out there that's trying to get me to stop, I love you. Thank you for your efforts, but it's not going to work. Okay. So for today's reading, we're going to use, and then now shout out to Trista, because Trista Dunn did some work, y'all. She donated so many beautiful decks to the channel, some of which I haven't even opened all of them yet. I've been working with one of them that I highly recommend. This is beautiful. This is the Mystic Dreamer Tarot, and this is what I used for that random live session on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, the 6th of January. And if you haven't seen that reading yet, it's titled Random Live Session, It's Time to Speak Up. And I used this deck for that, the Mystic Dreamer Tarot, and I've been using this for morning coffee throughout the week. She's gotten so many that I'm so excited to use. But for today's reading, we're going to be using the Mystical Manga Tarot. I have been so excited. Of all of the items that were on the wish list for the channel, which, by the way, I need to refresh now because Trista Dunn bought all of them, between Trista and Stella. Thank you, Stella. But of all of the decks that were on the wish list for the channel, this one is the one that I was the most excited to receive. So we're going to be using this today for the main reading. We're going to get clarity from the After Tarot, and then we're going to be pulling oracle guidance from one of our new oracle decks that Trista has purchased for the channel, the Mystical Shaman Oracle. So today's session is quite a mystical session. Yeah? Okay, awesome. I'm going to pause for a second. Hold on. Okay, excellent. So now that we're all set, let's settle in and see what we've got for the collective for this weekend. Now, also keep in mind that this is a timeless reading, so it doesn't have to resonate for the weekend. Maybe it'll resonate for your weekend and maybe not. Maybe it'll resonate in the future. Take it as it resonates. Maybe if you want to come back to it later on, if it doesn't quite resonate right now, put a pin in it. Allow your intuition to peek up and say, hey, we should go listen to that reading now. And maybe it'll resonate then. Yeah? Excellent. Let's get into this, kids. High Spirit, please make me a clear channel for the collective at this time. Please bring forward the best messages to serve the highest good of all involved. Please give us clear and accurate energies and clarity in terms of the circumstances, situations, and situationships, things, processes in which we need it the most. Thank you so very much, Spirit. All right, kids. 5 shuffles. Let's get into this here and see what we've got, yeah? All right. 1. For the collective. What collective message do we have what message do we have for the collective right now? This is 2. 3. 4. And 5. All right. Message for the collective. What messages do we have for the collective at this moment? What do we need to chat about? What do we need to talk about in the collective here? Okay, we're going to stop here for a second. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. First 2 cards that have come out here are the World and the 2 of Cups. And the first thing that I get from this collective is that there's an end to a relationship. There's an end to a type of relationship. There's an end to a bond. This could be a soulmate bond. It doesn't have to be. Well, it could be a soulmate bond. It could be romantic in nature. It could also be friendships. I am kind of getting friendships pretty specifically. And it's interesting because we've been talking about that all week over on Patreon. Again, patreon.com/divine conversations. Link is in the description box below. Check it out. We have a really good time over there. It's really awesome. And it's actually quite a safe space for us to really communicate about a lot of things. Anyway, we also have the 5 of Pentacles here. And and we have another card that's face down here that I'm going to look at in a second, but this 5 of Pentacles is connected with. But already I feel like this 5 of Pentacles is a sense of lack, and also I'm hearing longing. And I'm getting 2 sides of the equation here. I'm getting one person is finished, has completed the cycle in terms of this relationship or this type of relationship. The other person or the other side of the equation is here in the 5 of Pentacles. And I'm picking up that this is a big reason as to why this situation is closing out, because the person that is moving on here, keep in mind you do have the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Okay, you have the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So there's a person here in terms of this relationship that is moving on in a very strong manner. Very activated, very open, feeling very free, whereas the other person or the other side of this equation is still in this lack mentality, the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles is coupled with the 7 of Pentacles. Yep. So the 7 of Pentacles is connected to this 5 of Pentacles here. All right. And so this is exactly what I was just talking about in terms of somebody is leaving this type of energy behind, the 5 of Pentacles. Why? Because they have learned from the contrast, the 7 of Pentacles. They have come to a place of a harvest here in terms of understanding what needs to be understood and now being able to put this cycle or this type of relationship to a rest. I'm about to sneeze. Hold on just a moment. Nope. Never mind. Okay. So, now, the 7 of Pentacles was face down. So to me, when a card comes, when I'm pulling the spread and the card comes out face down, or any card comes out face down, to me, especially when I do this free pull like this, to me that can be a hidden element to a certain degree, or for whatever reason, right? for whomever is walking forward in this Knight of Wands activated energy, this Seven of Pentacles is not a mystery to you, because this Seven of Pentacles represents the process that you have gone through and the harvest that you have gained from this type of relationship that has allowed you to get into this activated space and allowed you to close out a cycle here in terms of interpersonal relationships. This doesn't just have to be, this Two of Cups doesn't just have to be with one other person. For some of you, this is a collective of people, or maybe even a friends group, okay? Now, the reason why this Seven of Pentacles is hidden in some aspect is because whomever is still in this Five of Pentacles energy here just doesn't get it. Seven of Pentacles doesn't get it. And for this person, this is the Einstein's definition of insanity. This person or this side of the equation or these individuals or this group or whatever is very much misery loves company. 1111 on the counter. And would rather stay stuck in this lack mentality, would rather stay leeching off of other people, would rather stay, hi Mikey, by the way, I'm getting all your messages. I'll read them in a second when I'm done with this. Would rather stay in this lack mentality, would rather stay as basically energetic vampires than to close that out and move on. But that's not you, or that's not the other side of the equation. All right. The other part of this equation has for some of you has had enough, is what I just heard. Had enough of this type of relationship, had enough of this type of circumstance. Ultimately, whether you've had enough or not, whether you're fed up or not, I should say, the fact of the matter is that you have learned the lesson, you have completed the cycle, and now you can move forward, okay? Let's pause. Okay, I want to pull, again, in terms of this situation. So what's next, or what else can we say here? Okay. Wow. Can't make this shit up, you guys. At the bottom of the deck now, you have death. Transformation. I just heard transformation is key. We have 4 cards here. Only one of them has come out face up. That's the Ace of Cups. And this Ace of Cups is very much a cup of self-love. And now I'm also feeling like whomever is activated here, whoever is moving forward, walking away, or closing out this cycle with the world here, it's not like you don't love these people, or it's not like you don't have love for these individuals. Even if this is a toxic situation that is closing out, either it would behoove you to work on focusing on still holding love for an individual, even though, like, I understand they may have hurt you or it may have been a toxic situation, but first of all, keep in mind that 1, hurt people, okay? 2, you need to understand, and you need to keep in mind that each and every individual, everything you see around you is God's source creator, however you want to describe it. And all of us are one. None of us are separate. All of us are on our own journeys. So it would only help you in your spiritual evolution and ascension to work on, to try your best to hold a sense of unconditional love for all beings and all things. Ace of Cups. That's the message here. And I feel like that's kind of for a select few of you. For others of you, you've gotten to the point where, yes, okay, you understand that this situation needs to come to an end. And yes, there may be some annoyances or inconveniences or, paper cuts or wounds that you have to heal, but yet you still have this sense of love here. And what I'm getting is that you have found that sense of love for yourself first. And now that that cup is spilling over, which, by the way, is allowing you to close out this cycle here. Now that that cup is spilling over, you find it easier to say, okay, yes, I can hold a sense of love for the other side of this equation or whatnot, whatever, because my cup is overflowing. And so it just flows in that direction. And you don't even have to do anything for that, because why? The divine is flowing that energy through you and overflowing your cup, and therefore the divine is pouring out love for all beings. So it's not even anything extra that you have to do, right? Some of you get that. You have 3 more cards here that have fallen face down. And either this is an unknown for you or this is a hidden aspect for you. I kind of feel like this is a hidden aspect. Why? 7 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 10 of Swords. I do feel like some of you are very much keeping to yourselves. And there's a strong sense of wisdom that's coming through with this for you guys, because honestly, even though you're in this victorious 6 of Wands energy, and even though this 6 of Wands energy can be fairly narcissistic at times or very self-centered at times, when it's negatively aspected, when it's not negatively aspected, it could just be a sense of taking a well-earned victory lap. And I'm not going to sit here and say, for those of you that are overcoming some really shitty situations or just like closing out some pretty major overarching cycles, I'm not going to say that you don't deserve to take your victory lap. However, it's not wise here. 7 of Wands. Hold your boundaries. It's not the wisest thing, because that will only leave you susceptible to attack. This 6 of Wands the danger of this 6 of Wands could potentially be that someone is so full of their victory and are flaunting it so much that now you're becoming a target for individuals that want to knock you off your high horse. Not to say that they're right in doing that. Not to say, again, personally, I don't believe there's such a thing as a right or a wrong. Not to say that, it's fair and just, we'll say, for them to do that to you, but ultimately you make yourself susceptible. So be careful. Right? But many of you are already in this 7 of Wands energy anyway, so you're not about to do that. If you're having a victory lap, it's all within you. You're patting yourself on the back. You're saying to yourself, damn, good on you, good on me, because this situation has finally come to a close. 10 of Swords. For some of you, what I'm getting with this 10 of Swords also is this is you secretly going about your business to pull those 10 swords back out of your pull those 10 swords out of your back. Interesting. I like this, guys. Yeah. At the bottom of the deck, we have Death. Underneath that, we have Temperance. Underneath that, we have the 6 of Cups. And then underneath that, we have the 10 of Pentacles to the Fool. Okay, first of all, I fucking love this deck. Okay. I mean, it's so freaking beautiful. And it's very anime-like. I love anime. So, like, and it's so colorful. This is straight up my alley. Thank you, Trista. Okay, anyway. So this is basically just going a little bit deeper and clarifying what we've already been talking about here. But you have a transformation that is happening here. Why? Because whatever it is you dealt with in this situation, the world with the 2 of Cups, or this cycle, okay? This doesn't have to be one situation or one relationship or one friend group or whatever. This could be something that you've been cycling through for some time, working on learning this lesson, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, of self-doubt, lack mentality, leaving yourself out of the cold or feeling left out in the cold, all that stuff, right? So the reason why this is coming to an end, or you're transforming through this, is because there's a sense of alchemy, there's a sense of understanding, there's a sense of rebalancing, and I'm also hearing patience, but healing, but specifically healing and balancing in terms of the past. 6 of Cups. The past you. Reconciling your past, reconciling maybe some wounds from early childhood or from your family or just from the past that have put you in this energy of attracting situations that only serve to continue to validate a sense of lack mentality. Okay? There's balance and an alchemization that has come into play here, and healing, I am hearing, that is closing out this life lesson, 10 of Pentacles. From there, you can take a leap of faith. The Fool. And this is perfect. Why? Because the World came out first in our first pull. And then from there, once the energies of the world is complete, the ending of the cycle is complete, you move on and take a leap of faith into the next journey, the Fool. You circle back to the Fool. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Let's get some clarity, shall we? All right. 5 shuffles here. 1. 2. 3. I'm really happy. I really love, this is 4, how ever since I started morning coffee, the narrative has been consistent. Like, we talk about a situation consistently, like throughout the week, over a span of few weeks or over the month, until the situation is done, and then we move on to the next topic. It doesn't seem like things jump around too much, and I love that. But I was wondering if this was going to happen today, because all week over on Patreon, we have been talking about this very energy. And so now that it's Friday, we're wrapping it up, I guess, or we're talking about this also for the larger collective here on YouTube, because this is a big message that everybody needs to hear. And I just love, and I completely changed decks, other than the After Tarot. I've completely changed decks, and it's still the same story. I love that. I love how consistent this has always been. It's beautiful. This is 5. Okay, kids. We are going to start with these energies of the lack mentality. So we're going to start with the 7 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. And I guess we can kind of look into the individuals involved here. But the biggest thing that I want to talk about, or I'm feeling guided to talk about, is the lesson that's been learned here. Because the 7 of Pentacles is really speaking to a lesson. Okay? A lesson that's leading to a harvest. Okay, first of all, King of Pentacles is at the bottom of the After Tarot, or our clarifying deck. So in terms of the individual that is, or the individuals that are closing out this either romantic or interpersonal cycle, you have come to a place of great strength and stability within yourself. The King of Pentacles. And the biggest thing that I'm getting from this is that these individuals, these people, these circumstances, whatever is symbolized by the 2 of Cups, no longer have the sway or the influence to pull you in any direction other than where you choose to go for yourself. It's like the bull, right? Literally, the bull that's laying there in the grass, very content, and someone comes up to it and is like, come on, let's go this way. I want to go this way. And the bull's like, okay, excellent, go ahead, have fun. And they come up to the bull, they pull him, they grab him by the horns, like, come on. And the bull just sits there, like, literally not even flinching, like so strong and so solid that this individual can't even like really move them at all. And the bull just sits there and looks at them like, I told you I didn't want to go. You go ahead and have fun. I'm staying right here. Right? Whereas in the past, these energies or these individuals have had the ability to sway you any which way. But no, you're solid and good on your own at this point. Let's continue. 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, yeah. Look, okay, first and foremost, you have the Temperance with the Magician. And the thing that I'm getting here from this is you have come to a balanced and harmonious state. And actually, 444 on the counter, actually, this situation has taught you how to be a better manifester. Overall energy at the bottom of the deck is, in fact, the 2 of Swords to the 9 of Swords to the 3 of Wands. All right. So this Two of Swords is confirming what I was talking about with the King of Pentacles and that bull energy. It's like not focusing or paying attention to whomever may be trying to fight for your attention or what is going on in the external. Persevering, Nine of Wands, in terms of where it is you are going on your path, Three of Wands. Okay, that's excellent. Let's look at the World and the Two of Cups. What clarity can we get here? I feel like I just got bit on my wrist. Oh well. Here we go. The World with the Two of Cups. What else can we say about the World with the Two of Cups, please? Okay. Ooh. Seven of Swords. But in the After Tarot, this individual here is literally about to step into a trap. So to me, what this is saying is that this has been, the deception has been revealed to you. You understand it now. You see it clearly. Yep. Judgment and the Ten of Cups. So I am, because of this seven, and in this seven, wow, holy shit. In this Seven of Swords, I'm feeling an energy of revealing or understanding the deception, understanding the lies, the cheating, and the backstabbing even, or what people may have been able to get away with in the past. And the reason why I was like shocked when I picked up the Seven of Swords, because under the Seven of Swords is the Three of Cups. There's that social energy. There's that hive mind energy, third party energy, friends group, someone that's just really focused in, you know, I don't know, in a societal way of thinking, or not really in an individual, again, a hive mind type energy. Wow. Under that, under the Three of Cups is the Page of Swords, back to the King of Pentacles. So to me, this Page of Swords is an energy of learning and understanding, and that's and it's like this Page of Swords energy has come to communicate to the King of Pentacles exactly what's going on here with this Three of Cups and the deception with the Seven of Swords, and that only makes the King of Pentacles that much more solid and allows the King of Pentacles to go through some heart healing from heartbreak. Okay, now with Judgment and the Ten of Cups, this situation here that is closing out for you, right? Now, check it out. Judgment comes right before the World. So in this case, this feels like a pretty bold energy, or it feels like the universe is asking you to be bold here and to rise above whatever this situation is, so that you can rise towards a greater version or a greater representation of your ultimate happiness with the Ten of Cups. I'm hearing, make space for it. Death. Make space for it. Because these individuals or this circumstance or whatever this is for you is occupying the space and the time and the energy that you would otherwise have for this. Now also, on the other hand, this Ten of Cups actually can represent this community here that maybe you've been having so much trouble releasing yourself from. The Ten of Cups doesn't always have to be a positive or a good energy. In some cases, the Ten of Cups can represent your attachment to a group of people, because in the Ten of Cups, can be a very Piscean energy, right? And Pisces has the propensity to get lost in the will or the desires or the wants and whatnot of the collective. Pisces has, when you enter the realm or the energies of Pisces or the house of Pisces, which is the 12th house, which is the last house of the zodiac, which can also be seen as the house of God, which then would translate into the collective, right? Because God is all, or source creator is all, right? You have the ability or the propensity or the possibility, I should say, to get lost in the collective, lose your sense of self, lose your sense of your own desires, and just maybe even slip into some sort of martyrdom. In some cases, that's what's happened here, and now you're being asked to rise above that judgment. You're being asked to come out of that. You're being asked to allow yourself to transform death, transform out of that. Okay. Finally, let's look at this. Ace of Cups, Seven of Wands, Six of Wands, Ten of Swords. Yes? All right. Here we go. What else can we say about this? Collective higher selves, God, Source, Creator, Spirit. What else can we say about this little grouping here? Okay, Knight of Wands. Circling back to the Knight of Wands, that's a good thing. Feeling activated, moving forward, inspired, excited, moving forward to a new... Wow. Okay, so what has come out here is Justice in reverse with the Knight of Cups. But the thing about it is that these two cards came out and fell over here, which is the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. Okay? Which is an energy of learning the lesson in terms of being in some sort of lack mentality, or associating with individuals or circumstances or situations that leave you feeling out in the cold, or help to perpetuate this sense of lack or inability or whatever. The fact of the matter is, all of that was an injustice. And the reason why you are victorious, Six of Wands, in ending this cycle is because you connected with divine love, or unconditional source creator love, that is flowing for each and every individual being and inanimate object in all of existence, right? You connected to this, which then influenced you to come here, Knight of Cups, to move forward with your heart's desire, to honor your heart, honor yourself, honor your feelings, honor your emotions, honor what you want. And no, this is not in a selfish way. It's only selfish to the degree that you are now allowing your cup to be full, and then that pours out to everyone else who may need or want it. And it doesn't deplete you in the process, because the overflow is what's flowing to everyone else. Your cup is full. Think about it this way, guys. Think about a stack of cups, right? You have like a pyramid stack of cups, and you have water being poured into one at the very top. Once that gets full, then the rest at the bottom get full. Then the rest at the bottom get underneath that, then that, then that, then that. No, we're not talking about trickle-down economics here, okay? But it's just symbolism. Because the water, or the love, is ever flowing. The divine never stops pouring love down to any of us. Always, 100%. There is an infinite flow of divine love always pouring down for all of us. So when you connect to this, and when you allow your cup to overflow, there's no reason to fear that if you allow it to overflow to others, that you're ever going to be depleted. It's very much like the water card in the Beyond Lemuria deck, which, let me see. Let's see. We can call this a little bit of extra oracle guidance here, because I am going to move to the oracle section next, but I want you guys to see this card, because this is perfect. This is exactly what we're talking about here, but give me a second. It's going to take me a second to find this. Stand by. Do 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 do. Oh no, am I gonna get demonetized for that? Yikes! Whatever. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. Where is this card? Aha! Here she is. Look. You see how in this card there's water flowing down. She has a very peaceful look on her face, and her hands are receiving the water, but she does not try to cup it. She does not try to hold on to it. She allows it to flow. And that is where you have come to here with this Ace of Cups energy. And what's making you victorious here is the fact that you don't feel like you have to hold on to it. You don't have to cup your hands and keep everything from flowing out because, oh no, what happens if I run out and I don't get any back? You're always going to get back. The divine never stops flowing this love. And that's part of this learning, this lesson, this realization. And that is part of what's helped you understand this injustice, which then helps you move forward with your own heart's desire. Who you truly are, what it is you truly want, connecting to the truth of your being. Excellent. Alrighty, kids. Let's get our closing oracle guidance for this reading here, yeah? 5 shuffles. 1. From the Mystical Shaman Oracle. This is 2. For the collective here, closing oracle guidance. This is 3. 4. Oop. Okay. And 5. Alrighty, kids. Closing oracle guidance, please, Spirit, to close out this reading for the collective. Okay. All right. Well, look, if you needed any reassurance that we are all loved unconditionally by Source, here you go. Here you go, the beloved. And maybe I'll read that card. I think I want to. But the official card that has come out here is card number 24, the Heart of Sky. The essence. The heart of sky is the love force that made all creation possible. This same force is present when you create with originality, when you bring formlessness to form, or inspired ideas to expression. This primeval force does not know good or bad. It is up to us to provide the clear intention that will guide it to manifest. The heart of sky helps us call in beauty from the invisible world and birth it in the world of matter. The invitation of this card says, the heart of sky brings you a sacred reminder. You are a channel for the original energy of creation. Become the paintbrush, the canvas, and the artist, and guided by the heart of sky. All guided by the heart of sky. Set your intention ethically and clearly, and allow the universe to take care of the details. The medicine. You may feel responsible for everything and everyone. Perhaps you think you have to do it all alone. This takes you into a dark hole where you lose trust in the natural order of the cosmos. Shed your lofty sense of duty and recognize that this is a false prison of your own making. You can open the door and set yourself free in an instant. Let's read the beloved, which is card number 5. The essence of this card says, the beloved is the recognition of spirit in another and moving towards spirit through the other. It is when the divine appears to us in the form of our child, our partner, our friend, and we experience being in love. As we grow, we start to recognize the beloved in everyone, not confusing their personality with their divine nature. The invitation of this card says, accept the invitation to learn through the path of love. Expand your being through union with another. When you recognize the beloved in another, you call forth their highest and purest nature. Follow the path of love. The medicine. Be careful with romantic love, the kind of love you, quote, fall in and out of. Own all the projections you have placed upon the person you are dreaming of. Remember that they are only mirroring back your own deep longings rather than revealing their true selves. If you fail to notice this, be prepared to walk through the fire of strong emotions once again. There you have it, kids. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you all have a fan-fucking-tastic weekend. And I look forward to connecting you guys again for our next reading very, very soon. Yeah? Take care. Mwah! Bye.